I'm Keith Lockitch, and I'm the Vice President of Content and a Senior Fellow at the Ayn Rand Institute. And I'm going to read you a powerful passage from one of Ayn Rand's writings. So this is a quote from the introduction to the 25th anniversary edition of The Fountainhead. Religion's monopoly in the field of ethics has made it extremely difficult to communicate the emotional meaning and connotations of a rational view of life. Just as religion has preempted the field of ethics, turning morality against man, so it has usurped the highest moral concepts of our language, placing them outside this earth and beyond man's reach. Exaltation is usually taken to mean an emotional state evoked by contemplating the supernatural. Worship means the emotional experience of loyalty and dedication to something higher than man. Reverence means the emotion of a sacred respect to be experienced on one's knees. Sacred means superior to and not to be touched by any concerns of man or of this earth, etc. But such concepts do name actual emotions, even though no supernatural dimension exists. And these emotions are experienced as uplifting or ennobling without the self-abasement required by religious definitions. What then is their source or referent in reality? It is the entire emotional realm of man's dedication to a moral ideal. Yet apart from the man-degrading aspects introduced by religion, that emotional realm is left unidentified without concepts, words, or recognition. It is this highest level of man's emotions that has to be redeemed from the murk of mysticism and redirected at its proper object, man. I read The Fountainhead at age 15, and it was a life-changing experience for me. And part of what was so life-changing about it was that it inspired in me a sense of moral idealism that I'd never experienced before. You know, a sense that life is about pursuing sacred values and feeling a passionate reverence for those values. What I've always appreciated about this quotation from Ayn Rand is that it clarifies how those emotions that are associated with moral idealism, you know, exaltation and reverence, are not inherently religious or irrational. You know, I've always been somebody who has had a very, you know, secular, logical, scientific outlook on things. And it was a real revelation for me reading this quote for the first time to understand that being rational and scientific doesn't mean being emotionally dead, you know, like Mr. Spock from Star Trek or something like that. That feeling of having a passionate dedication to moral ideals is part of what it looks like to live a rational life. So that was a really powerful idea that I learned from Ayn Rand.